Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Wednesday night live stream. So, pretty much, me and Nolan both very much have that farming sim itch, because even he was like, "Yeah, I got that itch." When I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing farming sim again tonight." So we're here, we're back on the farm. Hopefully, I haven't screwed things up too badly, and yeah, not much else to say. But welcome in, everyone. We got a Nolan MVC with us. I see a Darkness in chat. And yeah, appreciate all our lurkers as per usual. But let's get into VC with Nolan here, right?
I have a question about Twitch subs. Can you, in theory, gift one to yourself?
No?
I mean, it would be entirely pointless because you would just be losing money on your own, like giving Twitch money only for the rest of it to come back to you. But
the only way that would work is if you had an alt account.
yeah.
So let's see. So yeah, this is about where Void was with the seating.
And apparently where I was standing.
Because basically,
the game does not like me standing on top of that tractor.
Basically, at the end of the stream, I was like, just roughly park it about where your next line is, so when we come back, we know.
I see.
No, I'm looking at the gauge on this field for what is seated, and we didn't do half fucking bad. It's apparently perfect pH, perfect nitrogen.
I think you guys took the lime out of the lime production.
Yeah, it's actually right now in the back of the other tractor, which I'm finishing up this field here.
I see.
Does not look like it's any faster than 3. I mean, to be fair, with the lime that we had in storage still and what was in the production, it will cover this field.
Yeah.
So
sadly, there are no stone picking jobs.
Well, so what I was thinking of doing was selling off the oats, because the oats right now get us a little more than the wheat does. And with that, buying like our weeder and stuff like that.
Yeah. Could also do, well, I'd say could also do contracts, but we probably won't earn that much money off it.
Yeah.
I do propose one small problem with that idea, though. We don't have a tractor free.
I was gonna say
to build a trailer.
Honestly, field 49, I think that's 49, 43? 43. It's almost, like, Void was almost done that. It's got only a few more passes left. And I'm almost done on field 39 as well.
Yeah, I take it you want me to finish off They have a field then.
Either or. You're probably going to have a better time with that one because that's the better tractor.
Oh, we do have the GPS line things. I don't remember how to use these though. Activate line.
This is, that is just under the same thing for the basic AI workers.
We also have an eBay store. Search Seaberg Music
Yeah.
Library,
I couldn't remember if it was a mod or base game thing. Right, we are definitely doing wheat. Which is set.
And it should auto change depending on what the soil type for the seed rate, so
Yeah, the seed rate's set to auto.
which most of that field takes a low seed rate.
That's not ideal.
No, it's when it's a low seed rate, it uses less seed.
Yes, because it's planting less.
From the way I understood it, it uses less seed, but gets more.
No. From what I understood, it plants less seed because the soil can support less, but you'll get a better yield from each individual plant. Oh, hey, look, it's a fridge guy.
Yeah, hey, it's that fridge guy. Welcome in, Raiders. How was the cult? Did you guys have some lamb chops? Someone left me dead for, 90 some odd days and then expected me not to come back as a zombie. Like, come
I
on.
don't know if there's much point in doing that, but...
I mean, there's always a point in giving Fritch a shout out because he's a funny guy. He's a good guy to chill out with when he streams. Usually once a week. Raining down in butt plugs. They have a tradition, like with Dan and them, when they're playing Helldivers, when the drop pod anime, like little cutscene thing plays, they have a snippet of a song and it's all about renting butt plugs.
I see. How the I'm sorry, how the fuck did I manage to wrap this around a tree? I was looking at chat.
Apparently. It's raining butt plugs. Butt plugs. I like how Twitch didn't like the first one, Fridge. And of course, we're both busy driving. Nolan apparently wrapped the medium-sized tractor and seeder around a tree.
I fixed it. Oh, but it's... How do you get the lines thing up? Ah, stir resist. I have recalled. Going to assume he set everything to automatic. He did. Good. I remember how to play this game. Occasionally.
Yeah. It wasn't even Nolan being on the road. He's planting the other field. Just like I'm getting
Okay,
this
so
one limed.
So what happened was I reversed with this seeder, which is like articulates separately from the rest of the tractor, in order to get a better line up with my next row. But I was paying attention to chat rather than what I was doing, and it somehow got the seeder caught on a tree in between it and the tractor. I don't know how I managed it, because like I said, I wasn't watching. Twat. You. You twonk. I've seen you PlayStation ears. You don't get to say that to me.
Oh. Oh. But it's good to see that you are alive there, Fridge, after your last festival of the year.
Oh, what festival did Twitch, thank you, did Fritch go to this time?
Is it bad? I thought you were gonna stumble and say, "Oh, what festival did Twat go to this time?" Oh, I mean, whatever one was last weekend. I know that might not narrow it down, but it might have
He
a bit.
fucking doesn't. He's in chat. Let him answer.
He could have gone for an all-important beer, for all we know.
I mean, fair point. But at which point, I just won't bring up the subject again.
Uh, I feel like it's one of those things too where you mentioned what one it was, but in typical Rex fashion, I've slept since then.
Yeah.
And of course, the movement would be, Streamlabs, not Fritch answering. We're waiting, Fritchley. We're waiting.
Richly.
Blame Dan for that one. Anytime he's essentially giving Fritch shit, it's not Fritch, it's Fritchley.
I asked which festival you went to, Fritch. If you don't mind us asking. Festival.
Ooh,
I kind of like Festival more, honestly.
Oh, they already have things booked a year in advance? Damn.
I'm not gonna lie. There are some bands there I've heard of. I went to look at the lineup. Don't think I've listened to a single band there.
Fair
There are some
enough.
I've heard of though, so there's that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I hope you had fun. I mean, the whole Doom OST with live orchestra, that sounds fucking awesome.
Bum. Damn, I don't think I brought over a pallet of seeds and herbicide to the greenhouses yet.
The other day when I was cooking, I was listening to the original soundtrack for the second KOTOR game, I think it was. And my parents heard it, because obviously I was in the kitchen. And I was just like, what are you listening to? Sounds like Star Wars. Like, because it is. They're like, but why are you just listening to Star Wars music? It's like, because it holds nostalgia for me. They couldn't understand.
Because why not?
Because the music's good and I heavily associate it with times I've had fun. I'm particularly fond of the Paraga's mining facility soundtrack, which is right at the start of the game. A lot of people fucking hate it, but I like it.
Now, is that because they hate the level, or is that because they hate the soundtrack?
They hate the level. It's very linear and it's a lot of tutorial, like telling you how to play the rest of the game, whereas the rest of the game you have a lot more agency. But I really like the sort of creepy vibes that it gives. Because it's all this like giant mining asteroid that's mining a particular type of fuel. And so, like, the whole thing is like, oh, well, we can't go around, making explosions or firing, like, proper blasters off everywhere because we'll set off the fuel and this entire asteroid field will blow up with us in it. And, like, all the miners are dead and there's only, like, droids left around. And later on the level, there's some more creepy stuff that happens, introducing some, like, the main antagonists. But it's just got some like really cool vibes and some pretty decent environmental storytelling.
Yeah.
And this is a novel concept for modern games, but good story writing.
Doesn't have to be done by the story.
But it was an Obsidian title, so
Ooh. I mean, that is even today, like with Grounded, there are some areas in those games. There's not a single thing of really dialogue or anything, but it's just like you walk into a spot and it's like, this tells a story.
yeah. I think you'd actually really enjoy the Knights of the Old Republic games. The first one's writing is not as good as the second one's. It's a lot more of a typical Star Wars story of, right and wrong, light and dark. The second one's focuses on a lot more on the sort of like grey areas of the universe, and is just generally better written, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think you would enjoy both games.
Here's the funny thing. first thing that comes to mind when I hear Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is I keep thinking it's the MMO.
That's Star Wars The Old Republic. They dropped the Knights. But it's set in the roughly the same time period. The Old Republic is set after the Knights of the Old Republic games by a little margin. And there's a different antagonist, but it ties in with the story a bit.
Because audio balancing is hard sometimes?
Wow.
There we go. I without you even having to do anything, I've already dropped just Discord in general a little bit.
Yeah. Because clearly I'm more important than Rex, and people want to listen to my voice.
Yeah, see, to me that sounds like you're super quiet now. That's the worst part.
Why did you drop it? Oh, because you're not... The way that you have your audio set up is you can't just drop Discord to stream, can you? You have to drop...
So, the way I do it is I link a lot of those sliders. That way I don't have to have the monitoring one on, which allows me to hear myself.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just use the audio level, like, indicators,
Yeah.
basically. Imagine hearing Rex. Now, let's not insult the streamer. Let's all just accept it's my lovely dulcet British tones.
Tonight on Dingus Farms.
Tonight on Bottom Farms.
Now it's Bottom Farms.
I get myself wrapped around a tree. Rex does something stupid.
I mean, I was left
Rex doesn't.
unsupervised with the
Rex doesn't have to move 200 fucking bales all by hand.
Oh, fucking hell. For those wondering, in between, we got an auto load mod for a bit, so I don't have...
And Speed Bump isn't here.
Yeah, he's got like an appointment or something in the morning. It's like, yeah, no. That's...
Yeah.
Because I told him that I was like, yeah, we added the bale trailers. He's like, yeah, okay, won't be around, got an appointment in the morning. It's like, that's fine. I'm just more letting you know.
Okay, field is done. Tonight, Rex moves some fertilizer.
No, that was the bags.
It's in his head.
Honestly, Fridge, I could see you chilling out to some farming sim streams. Like,
It's not on sale, don't encourage him.
I'm not...
Don't recognise the sultry British tones to a name. It's Nolan. It's his moderator.
As I say,
The one who keeps deleting your equipment in Baldur's Gate.
which you'll be happy to know, one of the first things I did was put you away so people couldn't, just delete your gear.
I don't know who this Nolan you're speaking of. I think you'll find it's with an E.
Oh. Oh, that fucking guy! It's like,
Fucking cockwomble.
oh. Hey, babe.
If it makes you feel any better, I've done it to Rex more than you.
That's why
I
I
do it
told
to
her
Viking more, but that's fucking. He just isn't on screen long enough for people to notice. So
that he's got his siblings doing it to him as well.
it does not. That sounds like a you problem.
Oh.
Oh, right. Well, seating's done.
I was gonna say, greenhouses should be good. They've each got a pallet of everything. Plus, I brought them a trailer this morning of water each.
Yeah, kind of. The small glass greenhouse. Ah, fuck it. We'll find out.
I thought I got them.
I say it's about a little over 3,000 litres per month, I think, but I don't know how much they've used so far, so it's either going to be fine or it's not.
I was gonna say, 1 month has passed since you filled them, so, and then I just put in whatever a pallet was of each, so.
Interesting.
But yeah, right. Let's get. Yeah, I'm thinking let's get the oat sold off. Because with that, we can buy. We want to get sprayers. Ideally, I want to get the upgrades on the sprayers, but I think that's just not going to be in the budget. Because
Yeah.
the upgrades just on the basic sprayer take it up to, might as well say 79k. But yeah, the sprayers are on the list, and what I want to do is I actually want to get the $36,000 weeder because it does both small and medium.
Yeah.
So.
It sounds good to me. You've got a new record. Nice.
Why does that not surprise me, Bay?
Alright, so if you're selling off oats and we have one field seeded, what else needs to be done?
So, the thing is, with the sleeping, field 39 and 38 now have weeds in them.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did when we were harvesting them.
And I can't remember if we need to take those out before we seed.
I think actually cultivating the field will, like, work the weeds into it. Like, it will kill them, basically.
Because basically, from the playlist that I sent you and Void on precision farming, that score thing that I keep looking at, the higher we have that, the better our stuff sells for from those fields.
Yeah. I'm going to try running the cultivator over it and just see what it does. Or, like, I'll do a line and see what it does to the weed.
Because I'm thinking we'll put wheat in that field as well. Because wheat's going to be a pretty decent yield. And then maybe do like 38 as like a grass field or something like that for silage and that.
Yeah. Also, Fritch Bay does a fair amount of science shenanigans with stationeers. That's what he's on about.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yeah, Bay, not that it's, like, Bay makes Nolan go, huh? I feel.
yeah, pretty much. I know a lot about stationeers, but when it comes to the math side of things, Bay has me beat pretty considerably.
Good Lord, Void, what did you do to this tractor?
My sentiments exactly, Rich.
I handed Void this tractor for that field, and it was fresh from getting repaired.
60 meters a second of acceleration in Vulcan gravity is actually fuck.
Right?
So correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Vulcan higher than most of the other planets in terms of gravity? Oh no. What has been unleashed upon the world?
Which, of course, is only made better with the fact of Bay watching my first rocket going up into space and Mars and questioning how the hell that slow thing got up there.
The very first time I did a rocket was on a planet where we had access to, I think it was NOS in the atmosphere and it was cold. And so I did like a liquid NOS volatiles because the update hadn't come out at the time. Rocket engine.
It was many
And
moons ago.
It was like early this year, I think, or maybe late last year. And instantly got the achievement, and that was the achievement for going way too fast, and that was the first time I had actually used rockets and stationeers. The thing fucking shot off like a bottle rocket, and I was like, oh, that's fast. Then got the achievements like, oh, that is fast. Nice.
Oh, that's fast. Oh, that was really fast.
I mean, it's nothing compared to what the Shenanigans Bay is pulling, I'm pretty sure, but I don't remember how fast it needs to be going for that achievement, but I'm reasonably certain it's slower than what Bay just said. And by reasonably certain, I mean entirely certain.
I don't even remember if I've got that achievement, because my second rocket was still oxygen volatile, but I went with to pressurize the line and just put the pipes at just before they started creaking, and lit the fuse and watch it go. Whoo!
Speaking of Venus, we need to play more stationeers.
Yeah, we do.
Has your brain fog lifted yet?
Funny enough, it's been more of the fact of look over. It's like, because 4 hours works so much better than 3. And it's been more like that. Nolan's not up.
I don't. Wow, just blame me for it.
I'm not saying it's all your fault. It just hasn't helped. And then we got into Farming Sim, and before that was SnowRunner. Like,
Yeah.
the
Venus, I hate that part.
ADHD.
I actually prefer Venus to Vulcan. I don't like the cracks in the ground that Vulcan's got.
Yeah, I don't like to go swimming in lava.
I do, however, wish that it got hot enough to melt steel without having to, or to make steel without much effort,
This
like it
better,
does on
Fridge?
Vulcan Summer.
I bet you that person just wishes he wore his brown pants.
Speed.
I think you could get it to atmosphere off of the inline tank. One inline tank. Because it's just. You ready for going back to Europa on Friday there, Fridge? I still enjoy the fact that we're just like, you know what? Science, Fridge, climb in the back of this trader's ship. Let's see what happens.
It's a shame they just left him behind.
Surprisingly, Fridge did not get taken with.
More surprisingly, it didn't kill his suit.
We appreciate the folks at SouthamptonDog.com in Long Island, New York, and their customers for supporting our Seabird 1000 background music station. Thank you.
Hi, this is Eric Singer, drummer for Kiss. When I'm not rocking and rolling, I take it easy, listening to Seabird1000.com.
So the weeds are going into the ground with the cultivator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I won't worry about the weeder. We'll put the money into the herbicide spray and possibly get that as best as we can.
Actually, it looked like it was visually. I just went and checked the thing, and it still says weeds small. So looks like I'm just digging them into the dirt, but not actually killing them.
That's kind of what I thought would happen.
I was pretty sure that cultivating the ground killed them in the past, but that's without the precision farming
I was
DLC.
going to say, that's possibly without precision farming. So the thing is here, we'll get a better score dealing with the weeds with the precision spraying and all of that. So do we want to just invest into that for our equipment?
Yeah, can do.
Like, from what I understand from that playlist, not doing anything gives you a score of 5 when it comes to weeds. Doing the like plow thing or whatever that you drag through and pull out the weeds. That gives you a score of 10. To get the max score, you have to have the sprayer with the herbicide and like precision spraying.
Question is how much does it cost for a sprayer that has that capability?
So with 25, they added it in with the mod, so it goes back and does. It's an attachment for all of them.
I
So
see.
even the cheaper one, that I think out of the box is 36, with the add-ons to it to do everything, I think it becomes 79k.
Just quite a lot of money.
Yes, but with all of those
Yeah.
doodads on there, it also sips the herbicide in that too. So,
And it's also a one-time purchase.
yeah. Which we could probably then even look at the contracts for that matter. Yeah, I'm going the right way. That is assuming that we're going to get enough. There was also something about the like the front attachment piece too. It helps with one of the scores, but I'm not looking for perfect scores right now. I'm just trying to get us the best we can with what we got. Autosave.
Oh, don't worry, I felt it.
Yeah, like me and Void started. We basically did a quick check, kind of going, so our plan of attack going. Went to the tent to sleep. Woke up at 6 in the morning in game. Went from the farm with the flatbed and the skid steer her to the shop to pick up our stuff with the yellow tractor on the back to fix it up because it was just that rough of shape at the time. And by the time we got back with the first load, keep in mind, real time, it took us an hour to load half of what I had purchased.
Yep.
I purchased roughly 16 bags of seed because I'm hoping to get the field seeded as well with that. And then 8 things of both the fertilizer and what was the
Fail thing you sent did, or that we added, does do pallets, right?
what the auto load?
The mob. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just bales.
Ooh.
I was only looking for bales. I honestly I don't mind loading the pallets.
Oh, I do. The physics in this game are just too janky to load pallets and stuff, I find.
Oh yeah, like, don't get me wrong, it's janky and it works, but like it worked well because me and Void were both working together. One was in the skid steer throwing it on, the other one was more or less strapping it down before it could go funky, but
Yeah.
that's another one. Okay.
I don't entirely know why I'm bothering to cultivate this field even still. But I suppose it does need to get done at some point, regardless.
I mean, from how I understood it, we're supposed to like lime it first and then cultivate because it gets it into the ground. But like,
Like,
as I say, we were just saying about turning that into a grass field anyways. So
so keep going.
yeah, like it's a grass field's not going to need that much love and attention, and that kind of, for now anyways, gives us I don't want to say cash crop, but kind of a cash crop, because the silage will just pretty much be selling off till we get into farm life, like animals. Livestock, that was the word I was looking for.
Why don't we do Triticale then? So I'm pretty sure if I go to the help thing. Where is Triticale? Triticale is suitable for field missions with a solid yield. Here are the key points like harvesting. Triticale is used to feed. In feed and seed production.
Yeah, I mean, if you can think of something better.
I mean, that'll be do a cover crop like oilseed, radish, mustard, or... Oh, I'm not going to try and pronounce that last one.
Yeah.
No, it's hummus, I think.
I mean, from what I understand, the cover crop. Now, that might also be the fact that an older review of the mod, like that guide is a year ago. But you have to have it in the ground in February to get the
Yeah.
cash back from it.
Yep.
Don't know though if those ones really can be harvested. I think they're more tended as
No, they can. Well, actually, no, that's... So, cultivating oilseed, mustard, or whatever gives you money subsidized in February, you're right on that. And the thing is, though, is that if you do those, you can... They fertilize the field, they give nitrogen to the field.
Yeah, they give a small amount of nitrogen from what I understand.
I think it's like 20 kilograms per hectare. Yeah, 20 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare to the soil. I don't know if that's a lot or not. You getting pigs? Perhaps.
Yeah, we haven't quite figured out what we're doing livestock-wise yet.
Need to see what byproducts we can get from them. Because, like, cows, we obviously get milk as well as the cows to sell, and also manure, which will lower our fertilizer cost. I don't know if we actually can harvest the manure from any of the other animals.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, just because I haven't looked into it, is all.
Yeah. This is more of a fact of we are acknowledging it's a game. Pig manure, cow manure, like, you know, I'm aware farmers can spread just about any shit. It's just if the game will let us, and with something like precision farming, that is a bigger overhaul. Who's saying with that it would allow it as well? One thing I also thought of that we probably should have taken into consideration, but not having a sprayer kind of also didn't help with that, is we should have set it up so we had lines that we could go through our fields to spray without destroying crop.
Yeah, tram lines.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I did notice that they weren't set when I finished fielding, doing that field, but
I didn't even think of it, to be honest. So
I blame Speed Bump for not bringing it up, since it was a thing on his UI. I just want to make some nice sausages. Sausages. Yeah, me too. Although I knew what it was about before I watched Clarkson's Farm, because I actually own 3 of these games now.
Oh, welcome back, Bay.
In fact, I think it's the first season of Clarkson's Farm where he goes to an equipment auction and he's just sitting there going like, I have no idea what any of the stars. And I'm sitting there going, I know what that does.
And me, I have an idea.
Occasionally.
I definitely learned more as I've played Farming Sim, but I had a basic idea of what a lot of the stuff was before. In my opinion, though, still, a cultivator and a fucking plow do the same shit. Like, I don't really understand what the difference is between the two. I think it's all in the depth of which they work this land, but...
Yeah. And how much earth they're, like, turning over.
Yeah.
As well as the shape they leave the land in. Oh, almost certainly, Fridge.
No.
Not to mention with the previous Labour government's cuts to like farmer grants and stuff. I am excited to see what this new Prime Minister decides to do about all of the, farmers' complaints and stuff. I am not holding out much hope, though.
Yeah. Well, in a sense, at least from where I sit, I feel like if they eased off and helped the farmers more, so the farmers didn't have so much cost, it would trickle across the board.
Yeah, it would do.
Like,
I mean, that's what the farmers have all been arguing about. Is like,
yeah.
You can't keep cutting stuff to our own agricultural sector whilst also like imposing extra taxes and stuff on us, because all you're doing is driving up the prices of our crops and making people, making manufacturers buy crops from abroad because they don't have all of these like stupid taxes and stuff, and all they have to pay is an import tax, and that's it.
Yep. Like, in a sense, the world's financial struggles kind of start with the farmers.
Yeah, no, it does. It's like, think about it. The most recent, well, the start of prices absolutely skyrocketing for everyday products was the war in Ukraine. You know, stuff had been creeping up before that, especially with COVID and all that. But then the war in Ukraine starts. Suddenly, one of the world's largest producers of grain is struggling to even export anything because all their ships are under threat from being attacked by the Russian Navy. Much of a joke that was. And like prices started to creep up way faster, and then this whole stuff with Israel and Iran, and it's not great.
Yep. Like,
taxing wealth I get, and I'm quite for. Yeah, but like I am too. But like the thing with the farmers is a lot of it was misguided. Like on paper that wealth exists, and then immediately goes out the window. You know, like it was designed to target the largest like conglomerates of farms that own the vast majority of land, because they do actually make a big profit. But the smaller farmers were all sitting there also being hit by it. And it's just like, but this just sinks us. Like, what?
yeah.
You make absolutely no provisions for the fact that we aren't this, you know, fucking entire county region's worth of farming in one entity, as it were.
Well, and I think another side of that one, too, is on paper, taxing the rich more sounds great, but a lot of the more or less rich that can like have all this money and that, they don't actually physically have the money. They have the assets to get that money.
Yeah, it's a common misconception. There's like, oh, Elon Musk has become a trillionaire. He doesn't have $1 trillion in his bank account. He has $1 trillion worth of assets he could sell.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he probably still has multiple millions, if not billions, in his bank account. Like, he's a very, very wealthy man. And is probably doesn't need to work for the rest of his life at this point. But it is just another way in which the context of the news is misconceptualized.
Well, it's...
I don't want to say fake news because it's technically not wrong, but it's also like it's said with an agenda, you know?
I also think it's, in some senses, like the school systems and that on how they're teaching it. They're rich not because they have money. They're rich because they've invested and that money is tied up.
Which, just to be clear, should still tax the fuck out of them. But you should tax the fuck out of their transactions. Like, make what they're doing to get all of these assets cost them more. Not just say blanket across the board, oh, you have to pay this much more tax now. Because that's just not how it works.
Yeah, but... So I'm going to counter-argue that one, though. How would you go about that? Because if I sat there and said, okay, I've got an extra $1,000 a month. I'm going to invest this into stocks. Every month. Are you going to tax me on that small amount of $1,000? Or are you going to tax me on the stock that by the end of the year is $12,000 plus whatever it's gone up?
I'm going to tax you on the acquisition and selling of the stock.
But if I never sell,
Because then you don't get anything out of it. It's a tied-up acquisition.
which is
Having stock in a
essentially-
company isn't the same as having money in your bank account. That's not how it works.
Here's the thing, though. That's how a lot of them work. Elon goes.
They
to
borrow
sell-
money against their assets. Yeah,
Yeah, like that's
another thing you could tax.
like
The point is, holding stock shouldn't be a taxable thing because that hurts regular people as well. It should be something along the
Brain
lines of,
people
oh,
smart.
you own this much in assets, therefore pay this much on acquisition for new assets. You know?
like I've heard of one of them. I think it was for like SpaceX or something like that, for going to get funding. He's like, I need 100,000. I'll give you 1% or like 0.5% of this company's stocks for your investment, like to actually get the physical cash.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how, you know, companies that, like, exist solely to buy and sell other companies? That's how they get their money, because they don't actually have a lot of cash on hand, usually. What they'll do is they'll go to a bank, say, okay, give me this much money because we want to purchase this company, leverage it against the assets that they already own,
yeah.
strip the company that they've bought, sell off all the assets, sell, repay their debts, continue doing it, and they turn a profit from selling it for more than it was worth. You know,
Quite a few companies lately, especially on the gaming side of things, have done that.
yes. It is suspected that that is in fact what happened to the creators of KSP, or the studio it ended up within once it actually launched. There was other problems with its development before that, but the reason that it's now completely dead is because the company that owned it sold it off. Then it was stripped, gutted, and sold again. And now no one knows who owns that IP.
Yeah.
Yes, it should. But the problem is that the people who are doing it are very influential and know the people in power. And they donate an awful lot of funds to campaigns and such, under the promise of they won't regulate this.
Yeah, it's that lovely gray area we all hate. We love it when it works for us, but we hate it when it works for others. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, like, not everyone can do it, right? Like, the thing that needs to happen is you need to start introducing caps, at which point, you start taxing on transactions. Like, you can't just... Everyone who buys stocks must pay this much percentage of what they've just accessed in extra money, It doesn't... That doesn't help the economy at all. All it does is give the government slightly more money and the rich people still stay rich. And it stops people from climbing that ladder, as it were. You need to build intelligent systems that decide, okay, at this point you have enough that you should be donating more to the government, essentially. But you forget, Fritch. Even the Federation doesn't completely go away with its social problems. The fringe worlds of the Federation are still arguably suffering from like a lack of... It's supposed to be a post-scarcity society, but it's not truly. it still has its issues. And I think that is genuinely some of the like most genius thing about Gene Roddenberry's work with Star Trek, is that like, yes, this is a society that's advanced, it has improved massively over time, but like, there's still social problems, there's still political problems. War never changes. I mean, what?
Okay, so we can go one of two routes. We can either go and only get the pulse wave modifier for the sprayer and be able to get the front tank right now, or we can do a few contracts to get about another 20k to get the sprayer and the front tank.
I don't mind.
Oh, phew. It was only 5 gifted. I mean, thank you for the gifted subs there, Fritch. I've been eating a lot of beans lately, okay? Then people could be in for quite the scare. Because there hasn't been a bean since Tuesday morning?
Howdy, Fritch.
Have fun. Don't tempt me. No balls. I do it to myself. I've said this many times. People egg me on, and I'll go grab the gas to light the fire.
Rex, in fact, has propane and propane accessories.
Like...
You what?
Viking, you motherfucker! You have spent more than enough, sir! You fucking shithead. Oh, now he's gonna... We might have a hype train on our hands.
Oh, god damn it. I need to... I realise that the timing on this is not great, but you know something that's actually been on my mind the last couple of days?
You should get back to streaming?
I have been on your stream so much,
On occasion,
like,
we thank
sort
you
of
for
clockwise.
your
I'm just thinking to myself, like, well, if I'm going to be here anyway at a regular time, I may as well start streaming again. Because my biggest problem is going is like, okay, but I don't have a set time
Yeah.
for streaming, and I struggle to set that kind of thing for myself. Because I know I'm full of shit. And now I'm just saying, is like, I'm in your stream so often, I may as well.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, yes, I do enjoy my solo games every now and again. But the back and forth just works so much better, too. Like,
And also, like, you know, if I make it a regular time that I'm around for streaming, and even if it does coincide at the same time that you are streaming, you know, at least I will always be around for your evening stream at the very least.
yeah.
To be able to go like, yeah, I'll come join you if you want to, you know, if we're playing something we both want to play.
You just had to make it 2 beans, didn't you, Viking? You just had to make it 2.
You lit the match.
Oh, I'm aware I lit the fucking match. I lit the match and flicked it at the gas tank, okay? Like, I know what I did.
As a moderator of this channel, I wish to thank everyone for donating and making his life miserable by eating potentially bad beans. On the other hand, also thank you for supporting Rex, who constantly complains about not having enough money.
He's not wrong. I very much appreciate the support, guys. I do. Times are tough. I know they're tough across the board. It's why I try not to bring it up, so I don't more or less guilt trip you guys into supporting.
Thank you very much for supporting him, and also thank you very much for giving me the pleasure of listening him eat potentially a bad bean. Tonight on Bottom Gear, Rex has to eat beans.
Yeah, we'll see, Viking. If there's not a hype train, once the timer for the potential hype train goes, we'll get into them. If there's a hype train, we might as well just do them all at once.
Did I summon Dan? Oh no.
I mean, you got Dan Bay in that last 5, so... Is it bad that that makes me wonder what would happen if Bip got gifted a sub? Now that is not a challenge to test the theory, Viking, before you fucking try it.
I don't know who this Bip person is, but I can guess the context.
Bipolar cripple, aka Bip. Most of his friends sit there and yell at him in streams because he'll literally come in, poke at their Ko-Fi link, gift a bunch of subs, and then go, okay, bye.
As you do.
Yeah. Okay. We've got a couple of field contracts. One's for just shy of 34k, but we definitely want to have borrow that equipment for it, because that's a just over 33 acre field.
You know, the more and more I play Farming Sim, the more I'm convinced myself that actually I want to play this as a management game.
Which is fun.
Singing.
Oh, Nolan, there's a contract for stone picking.
Do you want to take over cultivating that field? Or actually, we could just set an AI to go do that.
I was gonna say,
Oh, it's one of the fields right next to us as well. That's nice and convenient.
because we're wanting to do stone picking on a regular basis, do we just want to grab the stone picker? Like, actually buy it outright?
No. Because we're going to need, like, the fucking, 200 horsepower tractor for it. Like, it's not cheap to run. Do we want to do it eventually? Yes. Do we want to do it now? No. Oh, what to save?
That, or it was the me generating for this job.
Oh, I was going to set the AI to do the stone picking and then just keep going on that.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter one way or the other.
Well, it's kind of funny because they are actually kind of going off-road quite a bit here, so...
Well, the way it generates usually goes, diagonals across the field rather than straight, which is what I had it set to.
Yeah, I'm...
It's not really the end of the world. Do we have a tractor not doing anything right now?
The yellow one.
Could I get you to grab it and go grab the container that came with this contract? Or the trader, even. It doesn't have to stay with the trader, I just didn't want to have to go back after filling up the stone picker.
Yeah.
Right, so did
Good
you...
Lord. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't have that, but holy fuck. That is the second couple $100,000 supply contract.
Yeah.
Roughly how much would it cost us to get 117,000 liters of solid fertilizer?
Da, da, da. Let me do some maths for you, sir.
Well, because there is a contract that pays $375,521.
Hang on. So, so it's roughly $1.92 per liter of solid fertilizer. How much was the contract for?
Like 117,000?
Wait. No, it's 375,000. Oh, it wants 117,000. Okay. Da, 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 da. So that times 117,000. That would be. I can just continue to do maths here. That'd be about 150 grand in profit.
Okay, but how much would it cost to buy that much?
It was like, well, about 200,000. Like I said, it's 150 grand in profit.
I know we don't have that, but it's almost worth grabbing a loan to be able to buy that much to then bring it to them.
Only if we... Yeah?
Here's the kicker. It's the store at the end of our driveway.
224,640 is how much it would cost in order to purchase that much fertilizer. It is 117 bags and or pallets. Actually, we definitely should not do this. Because it's 117 pallets or bags.
That's gonna be
No,
a bitch to load.
I am not loading that. I am telling you now, I will not do it.
You gotta
Right, so did
admit,
you set-
though, for that payout, it is tempting.
Did you set the green tractor going, or is it just...
Because I had it set there for a moment, with the fact that it went over essentially the lane, I just turned it back off and was just gonna continue driving it.
Okay. The red tractor is set up. I will continue with the green tractor.
And since the timer on the hype train is over, I need to definitely pull the camera over so that I can scare the viewers.
Oh, the viewers haven't seen your new haircut, have they yet?
I didn't even say that I had a haircut, just thought they were in for a surprise.
Yeah, it's fine. Now, everyone, we must endeavour not to laugh at him.
I used to, growing up, I had my hair a lot shorter than this.
Hey, what is it I said when you came into VC Text last night? Or into VC last night? Just, I still think Queen should have made you bald.
Seeing that growing up, I pretty much always just, avoid doing like the haircuts and all of that. Went with 7/8 of an inch shorter than what I did last night.
Fair enough.
The good news is I am slowly getting to the point where there's not very many bad left in this box. The bad news is I'm getting closer to having to open up the next box. Which means then I'll have things like the black ones again, and they're just not a win. Okay, now that I got that trailer picked up, do you have the tractor working on Field 42?
It should be. There, you got stuff on a tree.
Nice. As I say, I was looking at it on the map and it did not look like it was moving. I no longer have 19 inches of hair on my head. I have one. I dropped 18 inches of hair. Oh god, do I ever end up with headset hair now? Can you tell where my headset sits? And yes, I used to go shorter than this in school. I used to have my hair at 1/8 of an inch. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Sock. Ooh, do I even actually have any of those left? Oh, yep, I do. I think I've got like 2 left in the thing. Okay. And Top Banana or Wet Dog, which, as I've said before. Oh wait, no, I think that's this one. Yeah, I think that's that one. Right, it's the pear or barf and or the strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish that I get confused. Because they're both orange with red spots, but one is more see-through than the other.
Lovely.
Right?
Do you know the shame about this stone picking job? It's
What?
unlike the last one. Oh, the last one I did it with a tractor that was woefully underpowered for it, right?
Yeah.
This one apparently has absolutely no troubles with this field whatsoever. And it's the one that I'm just setting something else to do it. Meanwhile, I'm using a vaguely underpowered tractor to pull a cultivator across the field.
That's not a good one. Oh.
Evil laughter ensues.
The worst thing is that's supposed to be stinky sock, but I would more think if that's what... It almost tastes like tobacco smells, if that makes sense.
Interesting. Not particularly pleasant either way.
No. But that's what my brain linked it to, is like what you would expect tobacco to taste like. Ugh. Ah.
No, it's been so long since I've smoked anything, I genuinely can't actually remember the smell of tobacco.
You used to smoke?
Socially.
We've never had that kind of conversation. That's why it's like, wait, what?
I've mentioned it before. I don't have an addictive personality, so I never got addicted to cigarettes or anything like that. But if someone, like if I was out drinking with people and someone offered me a smoke, I'd usually do it.
Yeah. Funny enough, that is the trait of people with ADHD, is they are very easy to get addicted to stuff.
Nice to know one thing I don't do.
It's saving.
Yeah. But yeah,
Actually,
I never minded.
No, that one
I
was
never
supposed to
minded.
be the wet dog. That
Huh?
one was the tutti frutti, or stinky sock.
But yeah, I never minded smoking.
But that one was a win.
But just never like had cravings for it, I guess.
Yeah. Push that button there. Turn this back off. It doesn't need to be there because we're not banking beans. Yeah, see, I feel like I've talked about this before on stream, but like I was growing up in a small town and that I had access to that kind of stuff. Like even my parents were like, yeah, you want to try smoking, you want to try pot or anything like that, let us know. We want you
Yeah,
to
do
try
it
it in front of
super
us.
high.
Well, they want so they know how I would take to it. They wanted to be the ones, like they were fine with it. It's just we want to know how you react to it first.
Yeah.
Honestly, not unreasonable in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And I kind of relate it to that, but I never had the interest. Like it was never a, oh, I'm going to be rebellious and do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'd be much the same way, just like, you know, you guys make your own decisions in life. Like, I can try and get you to stop, but ultimately I have no power over you. Like, if you're gonna do it, like, do it somewhere I know you're safe, please.
Basically, my parents' rule was, if it's natural, they're pretty cool with it. It's once you start getting into the heavier stuff that's basically made with the chemicals under the kitchen sink, that's like, no. The fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I also do heavily believe in that whole sort of psychological idea of telling someone no makes it far more desirable to do. At least to certain people.
Maybe that's part of why I became a gamer. Not just because of, the years of bullying and everything else. But the fact that my parents were always telling me to go outside.
I lived in a village with no local friends. I liked gaming because it was something I could do by myself, and also I just was never particularly interested in running around and doing sports and stuff. I have 2 left feet when it comes to football or anything along those lines, so I didn't find it particularly fun.
For me, similar. A small town. Oh, the buses were canceled, school was closed because that's most of the student base.
Also, gaming lets me use my brain.
Okay.
Especially back then when I used to play a lot of strategy titles.
I used to too, funny enough.
I think ADHD brains actually do quite enjoy that thing, especially like when we're younger and have more energy.
Yeah,
like it's a productive thing for our brain to do with lots of differing tasks, as opposed to something complex like a factory game that is you start grouping tasks together and then it seems insurmountable. And then was also usually quite good at instant gratification. You give a unit an order, they go and do it.
Okay. What else do we have for contracts there? Remove the weeds from the field by spraying it with herbicide. Is it bad? I'm actually almost tempted to take a bit of a loan for the sprayer. Because there's 2 contracts here that will get us about 10k of it back.
Yes, that is pretty bad. I mean, we have the stone contract going that's about to get us, what was it, like 12 grand, I think, given that we rented the equipment.
True.
I think it was like 15, or maybe that. Actually, maybe that was the one I did yesterday.
I mean, both of the fields that
11
are for spray there, they're 9 acres and...
Why don't you just go do... there is a 13 grand harvest contract for sorghum for a field 7, which isn't that much bigger than the fields we have already worked, and our tractor can do it. Our harvester can do it, sorry. Like, why don't you take that contract? Do something with equipment we already have and aren't using.
Yeah, that's not a bad show.
Rather than taking out a loan for a piece of equipment that we want.
Yeah.
I take it you brought the... because I did see you driving, I take it you brought the trailer over.
Yep, I've even got the yellow tractor sitting there, like...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose you already did for what you were about to do. Because the grain tractor's about to be done.
once you're done with that one, then we can use that tractor. Yeah. Problem is, I don't think that tractor is really sufficient for either one of the trailers.
We can use the I mean, the tractor doesn't have to sit with the trailer. Like, if you bring the harvester to the trailer,
True.
which is, I realise, not convenient, but it is doable.
Yeah.
Then the yellow tractor can go back and forth between whatever thing he's doing.
Yeah. I think Stone Picker got caught up again.
Yeah. Yeah, on the yellow tractor.
Funny, because I have that right on the edge of the... Like, I didn't think it was that close.
It's funny, because it's now just gotten itself stuck on a fucking tree.
See, it's hard to say what route I want to go when it comes to when we finally get to purchasing property. Like, I almost, as much as it would be a bit of a ball ache because of, like, travel time and that, I almost want to buy one of the properties on the edge that are heavily wooded and basically move what is right now feels 230 to that, make it essentially our yard that we then cut as we need to expand, and everything inland is working land.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, this map has an area here, Field 7, that it's just open space that you cannot buy.
Interesting.
Just off the roundabout.
Streaming live since 2009.
Apologies, I usually mute, but tree dodging.
Well, the red tractor is going again. I don't know at what stage it is now working at. I think it may be starting the headlands again, but that's all it had done anyway, so whatever. As long as it doesn't get stuck again.
This is when we find out that this didn't actually have a good enough yield, and it doesn't actually have enough in this field for us.
I don't think. I think it's fine.
I wouldn't think, especially with the fact of it's a air quotes mod from the developers. I don't think they would have messed it up that badly.
Right. Field 39 has been lined.
Yeah.
Do we want to begin cultivating that?
Yeah, it
Okay.
might as well. I mean, we'll have to spray it here anyway. Like, that's just getting the stuff for the sprayer. This is definitely gonna take us a minute.
You think? Right. I'm actually gonna not cultivate the rest of that field for the moment, because I am going to hop that trailer down. I'm going to take the yellow tractor to go grab our trailer and bring it to you.
Yeah, because I am almost
Yeah,
full.
because I've noticed you're rather full. I just pressed 1 in an attempt to go into the cab view. Been playing too much SnowRunner.
Yeah, Euro Truck does it as well. One is first person.
Is it?
One
Yeah,
is
fair
first
enough.
person, 2 is drone.
I don't ever usually change my view in Euro Truck.
I change it more often than I would like to admit.
I only ever really do it when I'm reversing and I'm having a tough time of it.
Yeah.
Even then, though, I usually find it just ends up fucking with my brain. because obviously I've been trying to wrap my head around how it is I need to, or the key inputs I need to be doing in first person at that point already.
The other one that I'll go and do it for is when I just all of a sudden dead stop. I was like, what did I catch?
But yeah.
Oh no, sure, almost here. Good. Did that? What have you done?
Oh, did it do it again?
Yeah, it did it again. Like...
We might have a slight problem. Unless there is a hotkey that I need to press in order to start this thing dumping, which I'm pretty sure there isn't. I'm not sure that our trailer can take sorghum. Which is, you know, not right.
Open the chute.
It is open on my end.
It was not on mine.
I did think it was a bit strange that this wouldn't be able to take it, but
This thing, I think, pretty much takes everything. And that rock picker is almost full, so...
yeah, well, it probably would have been full if it hadn't started doing the headlands again. Right, speaking of which... No.
So when you go to start it up, there is a setting with...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, set it to
Latest
nearest.
or not last week, but nearest, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Rex,
What?
I just found another bale.
Oh, fucking son of a bitch.
Gonna move that out of the bushes and into the field so that can get handled at a later date.
Let me guess. Edge of the field.
Yeah, in a bush.
Yeah. I mean, there's what? I think the Baylor count was something like 470. At this point, we found 5 that were missed, I think. That's still not bad odds. Like,
Oh, for God's sakes. It's stuck again. Okay, apparently 3 headlands was not enough. Or 2 headlands was not enough. Let's do 4.
fucking listening to it again. Rex, you missed the slot. And you see farming set. Pretty sure I just heard a wild queen come down the stairs.
Hi, Queen. If it is. It's going to come as a shock to you, but the green tractor has some issues pulling this great big red trailer.
I bet.
Can it do it? Yes.
Does
Is it
like
happy
to do
doing it? No. Question is, can it do it once it's got 2,000 meters of stone in it?
Yeah, and see, that's some of the interesting things that really kind of piqued my interest with the advanced damage system mod.
You're going to have to be more specific.
Well, one of the things it takes into consideration, if you're using an underpowered tractor or vehicle to do a job, it wears it out faster. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if we were running that mod, I probably would have gone with the speed of the days. I'd say like 5x, but months be like 10 days or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so the red tractor is going to do another 2 headlands before it starts actually going up and down the field proper. How close are you to full?
65%.
I see.
I think I also just had the combine stall out because it did not see any like maintenance or anything like that.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna try and sync speed with you, but I don't think this thing's gonna work for that.
Well, not only that, but my next pass up is I'm gonna have the thing on the wrong side.
I'm also sitting way too far away. Alright, where does the stuff for this field need to go?
Uh,
Oh, all the way onto the south of the map. Great.
how fucking hell? Yep.
I will be right back. I require the toilet.
Yep. And this is gonna be the fact that soon I'm gonna be full again.
I am back.
Welcome back. Yeah, I think by the time you get there, I'm gonna be literally full. There it is there. I was like, wait, where the fuck did the trailer go? The harvester head was on. It's looking like 4 was the right call, because the trailer still hasn't got itself... The tractor still hasn't got itself stuck for picking stones.
Yeah, I figured.
Because I figured I'd go check on it. Since I was...
I actually think it's still doing the headlands.
No, it's actually... It's now doing the field itself.
I was doing diagonals there.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely need to get a trailer for the semi truck. Even if it means like getting some extra equipment to move shit up into it from like a tractor. Just the fact that the semi trailer is capable of going more than 25 miles an hour on tarmac is going to be useful for this map, given how fucking large it is.
Yeah. Problem is the...
I'm not suggesting we do it right this second.
Yeah. No, I'm having a look, and like our smallest trailer for it.
Just 75 grand.
Yeah. Which means it's not in the price tag right now.
How much was the trailer we are using?
The one that our flatbed.
No, the thing I'm pulling right now.
Oh, was that? That one was in discount.
Yeah. Okay, well, how much does it cost new?
Which one is that one?
Oh god, the engine stalled.
Thank you for listening
Don't
to
do that.
Seaburg1000.com. To support our station, check out our web store on the site. We also have an eBay store. Search Seaburg Music Library, Inc.
DK 280. That one is 32.5K new, and that was like 40% off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think essentially with what you're saying, we would be looking at something like an auger trailer to go into the transport.
I have absolutely no idea, honestly.
Well, it's
I just know that it exists. I haven't actually looked at it.
basically it's a trailer with a spout.
Then yes, more than likely.
Good Lord, Tall, with the 405 stream streak.
Jesus. One day it will break. I'm not Fritch. Fuck you.
Yeah, this is a different friend from the UK.
I show up more regularly than Fritch does. I also don't think I sound like Fritch at all. Fair enough then. Oh god, I hate the warning beeps for the fuel. Why did I let you keep that mod?
Because, you know, we'll get hyperfixated in space out and not realize our fuel gauges.
I don't care. It's ear piercing, I hate it. Oof. Rex, the stone picker needs to be unloaded. Oh, actually, no. I was going to say, go. You should go take the green one to go do that, but actually the green one can't pull that trailer with shit in it. Frankly.
I mean,
It's alright until you get into the field.
as I said, move to the edge of the field here a little better.
It's the in the field bit that's the problem.
Yeah, that's...
I suppose that's one way to do it. I just didn't want to fuck with getting the AI back in position.
I do it quite regularly, so it's not... That's not a text you expect to see every day.
Oh.
It's very much on the dark side. One of my half cousins, I guess. Their grandfather married my grandmother. Yeah, they passed away from. My mother just found out they passed away from cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my condolences, I suppose.
Honestly, when the real shocker and all of that is like, not that we ever, like, we didn't really talk to begin with, but when I was with my my first girlfriend, and we split, her and the person she was with at the time was one of the people that was like, yeah, we got a couch for you to stay on until you get on your feet.
I have arrived. Alright, you're in the other thing.
How is it that okay. So if I remember correctly, that has a basket that tips up and over. I can't remember how to tell it to do the thing.
It should be the same hit, hold to right control.
Oh, right. For some reason, I was thinking there was a button prop for it, and it doesn't actually give me the manual cues.
Okay, the combine is emptied.
Okay. But yeah, like it's not honest. It's not kind of a family member that I thought I was going to hear had passed
Yeah.
like sometime soon, because quite run onto the right trail, but whatever. Because my godmother has actually got a lot going on. She's also had health complications for a while, to the point of where she's got to be careful when she goes like swimming and stuff like that, for her heart and stuff like that. Like the shock could stop her heart.
Jesus.
Yeah, and like she recently had like cancer found and stuff like that. So it's and they're trying.
Not great.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out like kind of what kind of cancer it was. It's not commonly found like in that area. This, that, and it's like yeah. Kind of the worst thing about it is because it's like of her and her brother, she was like the good kid. Like she'd go out and drink, but she wasn't, from what I knew, the crazy drinker and stuff like that, where he got in trouble for, I think, for drinking and driving quite a few times. He was regularly smashed out of his mind. So, kind of out of the two of them, mind you, he's cleaned himself up, but like back then, he was proud to be a playboy. Like, he was the type of guy that almost wore it as a badge of honor to go in and get tested weekly to see if he picked up anything. Like, he was one of those guys. So for her to be the first to pass out of the two of them, it's kind of like a, wait, what? Apparently her brother posted something on Facebook, and that's how my mother just found out. It's like, what? Oh well, life goes on. And yes, people have me just that fucking numb to the world with all this, like, oh, you need to be making this much, that it's like, that's not the first family member that's passed, that is, they just keep going.
By an object. Bullshit.
Honestly, it'll come up some, like, I feel like that part of the mod is a little sensitive. Like, it will actually try to figure its way out of those situations.
I think it was blocked by itself, and then became unblocked because it was still turning.
Yeah. I can see it.
Actually, why the fuck am I sitting here going down these awful fucking dirt tracks when I could just drive across this field now that there's nothing in the back of my trailer?
Because we try not to do that for the sake of...
I'm not the one on camera.
No, the combat turbine just stalled out again, and I'm also looking at the fuel gauge.
Yeah.
Because I suspect very soon here, it's going to be flashing red. Problem is, the fuel station is on the other side of our farm from where I'm at.
Not ideal.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering instead of waiting for you there, I should have just gone to get fuel.
Actually, do we get fuel?
We pretty much pass it every time we go pick up equipment.
Oh, yeah, I see it. There is a baler for 50%, 58% off that does 125 centimeter round bales and wraps them.
Ooh. The problem is I don't think we're looking at doing back into that anytime soon, and we've got other stuff that's
Yeah.
higher priority.
Yep. Speaking of things that are higher priority, how much would it cost us to get some sort of trailer that can carry fuel? The answer is probably not hugely cheap, but
I was gonna say, I don't know if the small trailer can hook up to the tractors.
no, but we got the tiny thing. Doesn't need to be a big one either.
You're talking the side-by-side. If I remember correctly, that thing did not pull the fuel trailer for a dam. That's part of the reason why I would pick up the truck, the pickup.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a moot point anyway, so I'm not actually finding the trailer anyway.
Oh, wait. It's under... No, it's...
Yeah, it's not the barrels.
It wasn't a mod, was it?
It might have been.
I thought that one was base game.
No, there is. It's under miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
That's where you got the. That's where you got the scout from for precision farming. So it's most of the way down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's fucking 30K right there.
And yet, It may become necessary.
Um. See, that one's 30K. The tractor
That's-
one is.
That's methane.
Right. Okay.
I am certain that that is the only thing that carries fuel that I have seen.
Yeah, I think it is. Okay. Actually, saying that, the fuel station isn't as far as I thought.
And a lot of our things need fuel right now. Like this yellow tractor's beeping at me and it's not doing great.
Well, I don't think the yellow one's been fueled up yet. I think it was the green one I fueled up earlier.
In fact, I am 100% going to go for fill this thing up with fuel because it's beeping is annoying the fuck out of me. Nothing says go do this now like beep beep every 30 seconds. I say as I immediately get stuck on some trees because I had to avoid you.
I wasn't that close to you.
No, but you were about to be where I wanted to be, and some of these trees are solid that definitely shouldn't be. Oh, fuck, Rex.
Yeah, I ended up way off course, dodging trees.
Well, because this thing has an articulating, like, axle at the front. Me trying to reverse just, like, turned that axle, rather than
Pushing it back.
pushing it back, so, like, I was stuck up against it. I just about managed to get an angle to get out.
My sound's gone weird. Like, I could hear your tractor and that when we were together. But the combine's making no sound.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite quiet.
Mind you, also, it was pointed out to me that I did have the game audio a little loud, so I did turn it down on my mixer, so it feels like it's gone quieter still, but maybe the amount of fuel has a play in that? I will admit, I don't mind this map, but as you're about to find, I feel like the developer, I get what they were going for, but some of their placements are a little too close to structures.
Yeah.
Like, I found when upgrading the tractors today, I had to drive them into the building to actually get them to show up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the sell point for this is within a building.
Yeah, like, then this is the other one where I find I gotta get almost right up to the pumps. Like, I get what they were going for. I kind of, like, I appreciate it.
I say, Rex, you wanted realistic fuel costs, so you're really going to complain about having to get close to fucking fill the thing up? The hoses only go so far.
Yeah, but that's honestly a big part of the reason why I dropped the head in the field there. Usually I'd come down.
Other than the fact that it would have been a pain in the ass to bring the head down on such narrow roads. I mean, I don't think you would have had any issues per se, but if you had to avoid a car, you may have ended up hitting a tree.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's not as bad as the Ontario map with the ditches.
Yeah, those ditches were insane. You could hide tanks in those fucking things.
The worst part is, I still say they weren't over-exaggerated. I think we have some ditches that are just
huge. Right, before I continue on down this road, what I need to do is I need to figure out what the fuck my controls for cruise control are. I know how to activate it, I just don't know.
I think by default it's like page up and down to increase and decrease.
That's 1 and 2 for me.
Mm.
Which would explain why the cruise control was set to 0 miles per hour, because I've been pressing 1 to go into first person this entire time, and that's down.
Yeah, did it to yourself.
What I really need to do is figure out how auto drive works, so I can just tell it to fuck off to the thing and come back.
Funny how I brought up, like, over the weekend and that, hey, do you want to hop in so we can play around with auto drive and learn it?
Yeah, but it's not so critical that I need to spend extra time doing it. I can just do it whilst I'm doing other things.
See, this is also one of those things where it's nice that I set up buttons on my Stream Deck. I just realized I literally have a button that probably is bound to refuel. Because I just take the default game input, attach it to a button, a hotkey button command in Stream Deck, and give it a symbol that will be like, oh, this is what this is for.
Do you know if you can create waypoints for auto drive, like on the map?
So it's not done on the map itself. The best way
I
to.
know. I
best
say,
way-
what I'm looking for is just to find a way to make a target that's somewhere on the road network, so I can just tell the tractor to go there. And then I can handle the end point there whilst I'm there. I just want to.
Yeah, so the best you can do is when you're there, bring up the auto drive menu and give it a point when you're there. But at that point, you might as well just connect the lines because it's probably just a couple lines that need to be connected to get it to go to the point itself.
Yeah.
Because basically, everything with auto drive is done in a vehicle at those points. Like when you're mapping out, you're telling it to record your movements. Which, honestly, I'm glad from the sounds of things they got much better with 25 compared to other versions. Because it was sounding like with previous versions, the auto-gen didn't work the greatest, so it was better to just drive the map yourself for auto drive. I mean, some of the people that doing videos on it are saying like they don't use the auto gen. I don't fault them for it. I get what they're saying because they use it to explore the map. They get on a new map, the first thing they do is drive around the whole thing and set up auto drive.
This is Eric Singer of Kiss. I listen to Secret 1000. Music, a soundtrack to our life.
Sadly, we're not going to get much more of it done because we're pretty much at that time. I take it that's probably the stone picker that needs unloading.
We don't have anything else running, so yes.
Worst part is, once we have things set up properly between the two mods, we could pretty much get auto drive and course play doing these field contracts completely by themselves.
That's maybe not necessarily the best idea, but
Actually, that's apparently one of the spots where the two mods shine the best. is harvesting.
No, I was more thinking from a just standpoint of like, oh no, it doesn't matter.
You're thinking of a like labor cost standpoint, essentially.
No, I'm thinking of we're playing this game and also streaming this game that's maybe not automated to the point of I don't have to do anything as much as I may wish to.
I'm not even thinking of it in the sense of automating it to where we don't have to do anything. I'm thinking of it in the sense of, okay, we're working our own farm and we've contracted some guys to go help Tom and Jim and whoever on their farm. You know, we've sent some of our extra farm hands there. Right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I'm very much getting where you're coming from. The big one there would be, you know, done a big harvest, but we got a small trailer that we're selling on. Okay. So we're not spending 10 hours going from point A to point B selling crop. That was weird. Okay. I'm gonna be real eventually here. Probably gonna be playing stuff off and on stream.
Speaking of which, I do want to test auto drive in so much as to see if what I've just done actually worked. With some mods.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, technically, the base game has have your thing do what field work for yourself, but
so in base game, it's always had where you could hire people. However, that has always been restricted to pretty much the field itself. I think you can get it to like deliver stuff to places, but like it's not
Yeah.
It's not advanced by any means. In the
It's bad.
modding
I'm tempted to
community,
ask you to.
with
It's bad. Sorry, 1 second. Is it bad that I'm tempted to get you to go down to the road and place a waypoint so I can go and unload the other thing?
well, honestly, we're at that time, so it's just gonna kind of wrap it
Yeah.
here, and then like you could fuck around with it in a like go with like one of the smaller starter maps type thing and get a feel for it.
Yeah, suppose.
But yeah, I think we've got a couple mods in here. Course play and auto drive, which very much improve on that. And I say it's PC only because auto drive is only on GitHub. Course play is on the mod hub that's on the game itself. But it's hard to say if console players get the script mods. Like, it's a limitation of consoles. But, yeah. As per usual for most, like, console players here, it's, yeah, you're limited. Your limitation is your platform you're on. Like...
Yep.
There's only so much power under the hood of a like PlayStation or an Xbox or whatever. Alright, you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down to LFP.
Yep. Alright. But, anyways, guys, we are gonna call it here. We should be back tomorrow morning. I'm not as far as I'm aware, there isn't anything that should stop me from being around tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. EST for stream. So, till then, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, push all the buttons, hell, join the Discord. If you haven't yet, we do stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so consider showing us some love on the other side. If you so feel the need to support the streams further, we do have a Ko-Fi. But there is no obligation. A tab is all we ask. However, we will see you next time. Bye bye.